text that I was actually reading in my Bible reading the morning before. It was Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 4. And it says, "He that observeth the wind shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap." Now the wind was howling like demons outside. And at that point in time, they had somewhat lifted the ban, and they were saying you can travel to a certain distance up to pretty much the border of Nebraska and Wyoming, where I-70 joined I-80. So what I did was I drove there and I took I-70 down into Colorado to sort of circumnavigate the closures. Now, the thing about, you may or may not know, is that during this time of year, as a truck driver, you're not authorized to be in Colorado in that mountainous state without chains, and I do not have chains on my truck. But anyway, I said, Lord, you said go. And by the way, when the Lord had flashed that text across my mind, I said, Lord, please, don't be annoyed with me, but I'm going to do a little Gideon here. And I said, Lord, please give me something else just to be sure. And I don't remember exactly, but I opened the Bible and the Lord reassured me once again. And so I drove, like I said, to North Platte. And when I got there, I headed down south on I-70 and came back up. And I actually passed through a point of entry, and I thought they were going to give me a hard time. But all they asked were for some of my papers, my bills of lading, and so on and so forth. And I kept going. As I got to a particular point now, it was supposed to be closed, and we weren't supposed to get any further. I pulled into a truck stop, and then I went inside, and I spoke to the folks in there. They said, well, they're advising that if you're lightly loaded, you should not go. They're not physically stopping you, but they're saying, but if you're heavy, you may go. And if you think you can go, go. I was very heavy. And so that the Lord worked out in my favor. And so